Distribution Company, IBEDC, to build sustainable good customer service relationship for a seamless discharge of their duties towards steady supply of electricity in the state or your state. The House notes the premier role of electricity supply in economic development by enhancing the quality of life and stimulate productivity through large-scale industrialization and reliable electricity enables industries to operate efficiently, reducing production costs and increasing outputs while supporting automation and innovation in manufacturing, making business more competitive. A steady power supply, no doubt, attracts investment in industries, IT sector, and service industries, creating job opportunities through supporting small and medium-sized enterprises, which are key contributors to employment. It also helps in attracting foreign direct investment, FDI, and business growth, with investors seeking reliable energy for business thereby fostering entrepreneurship and new business ventures. Mr. Speaker further notes that a stable, affordable, and sustainable electricity supply is a fundamental driver of economic progress of any state. To employ the Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company, IBEDC, to build and sustain the existing harmonious customer service relation between IBEDC and its esteemed customers on all services being rendered to the public in order to instill confidence in the public and guarantee peace and stability within the communities in Oyo State. 2. To urge the manager IBEDC to consider affordable electricity billing system to customers within its coverage areas as a matter of public interest in view of the current economic hardship. Mr. Speaker, sir, that number 2 resolve. I wonder when we have over 500% increment in petrol, now inflicting the citizen with another payment system without that frequent communication or generality enforcement. Number 3, Mr. Speaker, urge the IBEDC in the state to improve on its communication mechanism with the customers and relevant stakeholders in the areas. IBEDC jurisdiction or coverage using different media outlets or social media platforms to reach out to the customers for better service delivery. And finally, number 4, urge the IBEDC to make available prepaid meters. To make available prepaid meters for all interested customers in the state, especially those that have paid for so in the past 1 or 2 years. The idea of expanded billing of customers should be gradually petitioned by IBEDC for a transparent service. Mr. Speaker, I want to add this, that we have had not enough buying transformers and eventually not have access to it again. Buying cables and eventually becoming properties of IBEDC. And at the end of the day, still terrorizing the contributors of this money for these transformers and the cables. Enough is enough. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I beg to move.
Brought a transformer for a community in my local government and in my ward, in Akere local government. And the very moment I purchased that transformer, I paid for energizing it. The very moment you do that and it is re-energized, you cannot get close to that property. It has become the property of IBEDC. Mr. Speaker, the power situation in the country was better off when IBEDC was NEPA. And the impression that was given to us then was that once this thing is being privatized, it will be better, but it is worse off. The case of electricity in Nigeria, let us just go back and look at it as if we've never had electric pole since we started talking about electricity in Nigeria. Assuming we don't have electric pole, we should have overcome the issue of electricity in Nigeria. You cannot get to their store and get a single fuse. You have to pay for everything. Everything. And this is one of the reasons why most governments nowadays, they don't like putting the state's money into buying equipment for them, for IBEDC rather. Because the moment you buy it, the moment it is being energized, it becomes their own. So a lot of people have business that they run. You put money into your business before getting return from that business. But if that is the case, in the case of IBEDC, they will want to charge you in order to get their equipment and will now be billing you. I don't know where some things are being done. In their own case, if that is the case, they are worse off in terms of maintenance. In terms of maintenance, IBEDC, since that name has been changed from NEPA, have never procured any material. Go to communities. Communities buy their transformer, they buy their cables, they buy their poles. I buy poles in my constituency. When there is thunderstorm or whatever, poles are being broken, communities come to us. I buy poles, which is wrong. I buy this house to call on whoever is representing them. Yeah, let him come here and come and tell us what exactly is their problem. And I employ our people at the National Assembly. They have more responsibility. They are more closer to whoever the minister for power is.
The good people of Ibadan North constituency. I also rise to lend my voice on this need for Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company, IBEDC, to build sustainable relationship with customers. I will start by saying enough is enough. And also to commend our distinguished colleague, Honorable Adiola, coming up with this motion at this very particular time. Looking at what is going on, just like what Honorable Ikekende rightly mentioned, you all agree with me that NEPA, just like what he said, they are better off. And the business, looking at everyone, we are talking about, more business opportunities here and there. You will agree with me that we need electricity. Creating job opportunities too. We need electricity to get things done. In nutshell, Right Honorable Speaker and the distinguished Honorable of this noble House, I will urge the House to resolve, to look into the number 2 resolve, urge the management of IBEDC to build system of customers within the coverage areas as a matter of public interest in view of current economic hardship. Let them also look into how they can reach out to everybody in their areas. Buying meter, you will be the one to pay for this. Outrageous billing at the end of the day. I think it is high time we call them to a meeting. Let us see how to go on this thing and how to approach it the right way. Mr. Speaker and honorable colleagues, it is high time we do something about it because it is alarming.
My name is Oyo Assembly. I represent IBEDC constituency. I want to first of all appreciate the mover of the motion. I also want to value in the highest esteem bringing this up. Maybe we use the word at the right time, but not to cajole the word at the right time, but really the right time. So thank you, Honorable Ajela, for that very wonderful submission. Yes, there we go again. Whenever we talk about power in the situation of Nigeria, we are never get it right. Before we are giving back, and when we were growing up, I understood that I've never enjoyed the so-called electricity like the way I've enjoyed it when I've been out of the country. I don't know if the production or the planning or the projection for Nigeria is always the other way around. Let me start from, there is what we call these torchlights, rechargeable torchlights when it's clean. The first set of that rechargeable torchlight that has a radio and a fluorescent at the same time, red color. When the first set of those things came, sir, it lasted a year or two in terms of quality. But somehow, they started bringing another set of production that doesn't even last a month. And before we know it, they started devaluing or reducing the quality in which they produce that thing. I want to use that as an illustration. In the case of my exposure, all you need to do is to request for a different company. There's a competition, there's no monopoly when it comes to electrification. You have about 3, 4, 5 companies in your zone or area or state that will be vying for the quality, whereby you only look into one on phone and say, I want to buy this light. And before you know it, they like to come into your house without even connecting electricity. And I wonder, when it comes to the situation in a situation of such to Nigeria, we don't produce that in Nigeria. It is not something that we as Nigerians produce. We look forward to white people that produce it. So why is it that we don't get it right even till now? That brings us to the question of something fundamental is still wrong in the citizen of Nigeria too. So when we are talking about IBEDC, we should always look back to understand that we have our own problem in making sure those things last or getting the right quality. Mr. Speaker, sir, the IBEDC issue is the fundamental issue that it is already on track for years. IBEDC is just the last point of the phase, whereby we have those funds that are behind the supply and the maintenance. So we have to look into that critically before we say, okay, IBEDC is not doing the right thing. But the IBEDC is the language that we know and that we have to look into so that we can bring them in as the motion implies in terms of customer relations and how we can disseminate information at the right time and making sure our people get the right information when we know we cannot have 24 hours of electricity in Nigeria or in Oyo State. The House of Assembly can take the cognizance of that and work towards making sure they have a robust relationship with them so that there will be a right communication at the right time, like the example cited on these documents. Also, it has happened in Nigeria local government.